Alrighty, people, I think you can see this now. Let me make sure. Make sure. Please excuse me. I apologize. This is the first time I'm going live with this particular software. So I am working through this as I can. So cut me some slack as I get to work here and I try to make this happen. Let's see, am I live yet? Am I live? I am, as I watch myself on a delay right now. I'm assuming, okay, sound is working. So yes, I am live here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Justin Morgan, Mr. New Future Builder, also part of Team Disruptive of Peak Performance Institute. And here I'm doing a little bit something different than what I typically do, different from my typical channel. My typical channel is New Future Builder, dedicated to helping entrepreneurs change the world. There's more to it than that, but essentially I want to be able to arm people with the tools necessary to change the world through business. So our discussion today is going to be more business-minded than most of the content. So I know I'm getting a bit off here. I think all of us, though, can benefit from this because all of us want what we're discussing today. Okay, all of us want what we're talking about today. Here we're talking about cultivating an audience. So what I need you all to do, okay, if you're here, if you're watching on the page, if you're on instant broadcast, if you're watching this online through the stream, or if you're on YouTube, feel free to leave questions, comments, concerns in the chat boxes. I will try to check them as I can, and we can communicate. We'll go from there. Does that work for everyone? I hope so. I surely hope so. So, as I hear and I try to clunk my way through the technical side, I'm going to make sure that you all get the content that you deserve. And the content we're here today, I'll try to get here and present my screen. Okay, maybe possibly, I don't know if this will work or not. We shall see. Making sure there's no chat. Okay. One view, see. Okay. Okay. Sorry, y'all. Again, fumbling through this. Now, we're here to talk about the five strategies we can use to leverage our time and still grow our audience. If you're on YouTube, it's very relevant. Who I'm really speaking to, though, are the folks who, maybe you're not a marketer, right? Maybe you're not naturally a marketer. You go out there, you have great content, great ideas, great strategies, maybe even a great salesman. When it comes to marketing, though, you're not sure exactly what to do, and it's become frustrating for you. So you want to find another way to make things happen. Perhaps you're an entrepreneur that has a family. You have a lot of time. By the time you come home, you have a full-time job still that you grind every day. You wake up, you go to, you get off around 4:30, 5 o'clock, get home. It's time to spend time with the family, do homework, eat dinner, possibly even cook that dinner. Clean up the house, make sure homework is complete, play with the children, play with your partner, right? Spend time with friends and family. And then by then, it's late. Maybe you only have about an hour left to knock out some time. Only an hour. And so it's hard for you to grow an audience with that span of time. It's tough. It's not a lot of time to work with. I understand. I completely identify. And maybe possibly you have a lot of resources. You have a lot of money. You're just trying to find a way to leverage those resources, the current resources. That way you can grow your business and spend more time with family, friends, vacationing, having fun, enjoying the upside that you have earned with all your hard work. So that's what you're going to hear today are five strategies that are going to be useful for you. And they're not necessarily new. They're not crazy. They're not outlandish. These things are things you know. And maybe you just haven't implemented them. Maybe you just haven't heard the strategy that is applicable to you. Maybe you just need to hear a bit of a spin. And so here today, I'm going to give you my unique spin. Hopefully that you can buy into that. Hopefully that works for you and helps you become successful. Hopefully that unique spin is the one thing that you need to help you build a new future, excel in your business, and grow your audience. Okay, so hopefully we can do that today. Now, again, we're going to go through 5 things. Before I do that, I get a little bit more because I just don't want to be a talking head here. And my name is Justin Morgan, Mr. New Future Builder. I want to help you, everyone, in the world. And so over my channel, I always encourage and I challenge people, and I've been creating content here on YouTube for a couple of years, and I've enjoyed it. It's been a good time. It's been a wonderful time. I know it impacts some people, change some people's lives. I want to help you. I want to continue that mission with you today. And so hopefully these 5 tips can be very useful for you. So far away any time, I ask, look, you're here on this video, and you're wondering, what are these 5 tips going to be? And so I ask, in order for me to deliver this information to you, my one rule is that you have to be receptive today. If you're going to spend time on this video, if you're going to spend time on this cast, inside of this power session, I ask that you receive the information. You keep your mind open. Because there is truly things of value that's going to be in this stream that I want you to hear. It's only going to work. It's only going to work if you're willing to listen and accept the information. Okay? It's only going to work if you listen and accept the information. So that's my one rule, is to make sure that you are accepting the information here today. Okay? So now, what you've been waiting for. I don't want to waste too much of your time. I hope you can hear me just fine. I'm shouting because I want to make sure that you are getting the content. I want to make sure it's delivered to you properly and that you're able to receive and take action. Make sure that you can take action on this information. So step number one is to create an evangelist. What does that mean? Step number 1, create an evangelist. Excuse me here as I try to go ahead and bring up the screen here. Create an evangelist. What does that mean? When you bring someone in, they may be interested, they may be excited, right? And you want to transform that person who just gets excited to becoming your cheerleader, right? You want to take them from being excited and interested to becoming your cheerleader. Right? What's one great way to leverage your time? Is you get people that want to share your content. They're not just want to, they're excited to. They're the first ones front row and center for you. Right? If this was a gymnasium, they would be right there front row waiting to just see you. First ones there, right? They'd be the ones there that are an hour early before the event even starts. By then they told all their friends about what's going to happen, right? They encourage they all come out and watch you and see you. They even bought tickets for them to show up with you. Those are the folks that you want. How do you do that, right? How do you do that? First off, you have to have great content. You have to have great content. You have to be very interactive with the folks who give you any attention. Thank them. I always say that you want to praise the praisers. Praise the praisers. That either means that they have something they're doing and you become their cheerleader, right? Or you're just very thankful whenever they go out of their way to show a display and what you're doing, right? You want to praise the praisers. And when I say that, you have to be very genuine, right? You can't do it from a place of being fake, being corny, or let them be able to tell that, you're not being sincere, right? You need to be legitimate with it. So that's number 1. That's part of relationship marketing. If you want more than that, we can have a different conversation on that. I will give you some of those details to get in contact later. You can also check that information down below if you're watching this from the broadcast page. If you're on YouTube, and you'll get the information at the end. So please watch. Please watch. That's number 1. Number 2, perhaps you don't have any cheerleaders and now you want some What can you do? The other thing you can do is to hire someone. Okay? You can hire someone. I mean, that's really straightforward. You can hire someone. It's nothing new, right? It's nothing new. What I want to share with you, though, is how to hire someone. Perhaps you got here through the blog post. Okay? Maybe you saw a blog post on how to not hire a marketer. And so let's talk on that real quick. I want to make sure that if you bring someone in, you want them to help you grow your audience, make sure they have a clear purpose. You need to have a crystal clear purpose for them. And then two, make sure you have a system. Right? I hired someone and she was very talented, right? She actually had talent. The problem is that I had a very vague purpose, and the fact was that her skills didn't even match the vague purpose I had. And so what happened? Nothing. Right? It was inconsistent. The talent I needed, I didn't have the system, I didn't have the clear purpose to use them. And so it ended up in time wasted, not just for me, but for them. The second part of it is making sure that you're hiring in the right way. What does that mean? So most of us, we venture over to Upwork.com, Outsource.com, Freelancer.com in order for us to search for the folks that we're looking for. And what happens? We post a job. It's really neat. It pays really well, and so we get flooded. We get all this attention from all these folks that need a job, and not all of them are of high quality. And sometimes it can be a waste of time. And you don't just want to waste your time. You want to make sure you're wasting their time. So I ask, this is how you can do it. There's a guy named Evan Carmichael who also talks about this strategy. I've kind of used this strategy before I talked to him. I can remember where I originally got it from. And essentially, you want to make it, let's say, tough, but you want to clear out the mess from the gate. So it's a quick tip. I can't go through all the hiring tips because of time. I will give this quick tip. In your description, you should have, first off, the way I do my descriptions, I split out some of it and I put a nasty chunk in the middle. And that nasty chunk, I usually hide some instructions. And those instructions, if not followed, I don't even pay attention to that person. One, I always have a keyword that I ask them to respond with. And it should be the first thing that I'm able to see. If I don't see that word, I don't pay the application any mind. Now, the other two things are, to one, ask a question that's related to the purpose of your business. So I may ask you, if you want to work for me, why do you care about changing the world? What's important about changing the world? What is your dream to change the world? How do you plan on changing the world? So I would ask you that and see what your response would be. Okay? What your response would be. And then I would ask you in that point, also come up with something that's a little more specific to my business. Maybe you tell me how many subscribers I have on YouTube. You tell me what my last blog post was about. Give me something that requires me to do some research on me. And you'd be surprised. I had one person who applied for a job. I responded to them saying they didn't follow any criteria. And I was nice that day. I responded and said, hey, can you take a look at make sure you carefully read the description. That was it. I won't waste any more time with them to say, hey, make sure you carefully read the description. They come back with the same thing. Yeah, I did. Had none of the criteria, didn't answer any of the questions, didn't fill out the full application, and yet they had the audacity to tell me that they didn't, that they read the entire application. So I asked if I give these things that are important. So I want you to think to yourself, if you have a pen and paper, maybe on your computer, type some notes. On your phone, you can type in some notes. Maybe you're cool, you got an Android, so you can just pull out the pen and start going at it. Okay? Think of what your keyword would be. What fun word would you put? Right? Snickerdoodle, money, revenue, future, success, power. What would you do? Okay, what one question would you ask that's related to your business? Think about that question right now. What would that one question be? And then three, I want you to go ahead and write what quantitative thing would you ask that required them to do a specific amount of research? What would you ask? Think about those things. Put them down on paper right now. I ask right now that you put those things down. Think about them. As you do that, I'm going to check here on the group. Make sure there's nothing going on in Q&A right now. Okay, want to make sure everything is good. Make sure everything is running smoothly. Any active questions? Looks like things are fairly clear right now. No questions or confusion, so I shall take that. I shall accept that. Just making sure everything is clear, cool, and calm here. Nothing crazy. All right, and so now that you have that down, okay, I'm sorry, I'm not looking at you. I apologize. I apologize. Again, this is my first time doing the live broadcast, like official live webinar. Mainly, I just stick to the YouTube videos. So I have to typically, I can kind of edit in my presentation or anything else. I'm sure that's going to work out here. So I'm not stressing it, right? I'm not going to stress it too much because we're having fun, right? Hope you're not hating my mug at this point, and you're able to enjoy looking at the sight of me this entire presentation. So thank you. I'm trying to see if I can do a screen share here, though, that would allow me to present something to you. So give me a moment. Give me a moment. Okay. Yeah. Let's see. I'm in PowerPoint. If anybody knows, and maybe by the time you've seen this, because maybe you're watching a replay of this, let me know if you know how to present from PowerPoint during a Google Hangout. I thought it would be simpler than this, but apparently it is not. So hey, I'm working with it. All right. I am doing something here real quick. Trying to see something. Please don't mind me. Trying to see if I can minimize screen if that's possible. Show visitor view. Oh well. Okay. So maybe I can do it this way. Let's see. I know it's bad. I apologize. Okay, I'm just gonna end this. And again, we can roll with you all just staring at my mug for now. And anything else, I shall figure out at a later time. Does that work? Is that okay? Okay. So that was 2 points. On to number 3, the third point. Excuse me. Sorry, I apologize. Easy United. I must be hydrated. That way, I can continue to feed you all information. So I hope this has been good for you so far. 3 more points, and I will get you off the broadcast. Point number 3. So we've talked about evangelists, talked about hiring. Point number 3 is to use an evergreen platform. What does that mean, an evergreen platform? It means that you do something one time and your effort gets to be multiplied. Your effort. You don't need to do the same thing again. You just do it one time and your effort gets multiplied. Meaning, I make one video on YouTube. That video is searchable forever. I can share that link again. I can make it part of future content. Right? I can direct people to it if it's relevant. Things like how-tos are great for this. Right? Those things are timeless. They're priceless. Right? They're not going to age and get old. Right? They're always valuable. And you only do it once. And so you want to be able to do something like that because it allows you to direct people to quality content over a long period of time without you repeating the work portion, at least the initial content creation portion. Maybe you market it again, that initial work you did, the hard time to create the content, doesn't need to be repeated. Okay? So that's one way to do it. That's one great thing that you can do. Okay? One great thing you can do. Now, right? So I use YouTube. YouTube is my use for that. I still get folks that go through my older videos, right? And I get to connect and talk with them about them, and they're still impressed by them. Even I don't even know that I love some of the older videos because I was still getting a little bit better on camera, right? They're still there though, and they can be useful to you or to anyone else who finds use and value out of them. So I keep them there. So I would set up something like that, a platform like YouTube. But if you don't have a channel yet here on the two, or if you're here, or if you're watching this from the broadcast, and you aren't being over on YouTube yet, again, you can get in touch with me, and we can talk about how we can get you on YouTube. And if you're on the broadcast page, go below. You'll see the info. I will also give it out at the end as well, so you can get in touch. Okay. Well, on to the fourth point. Fourth point is run ads. Yes, I know. Run ads. I know it's not crazy. It's nothing crazy. Again, these aren't spectacular secrets that have been locked away in a vault. If you're here, though, you may not be taking advantage of them. And so maybe this is the secret you needed from the vault. Maybe it's the secret that you needed from the vault. Now, what I have to say about ads is that you need to get started with them. It's a matter of testing. And the beauty about ads, if you start on a certain platform, you start cheap. Facebook, you start cheap. Maybe you run a $5 ad a day. And you just play with the audience until you figure out what works. The key is to make sure you're getting the first click. Okay? The key is making sure you get the first click. Once you get the first click, then you can figure that out. You say, okay, well, it took me this much to get one click. What if I double the amount? Is that double the amount of clicks? You $5, get $10 next day. That's how it affects things, right? It's all a test. And so a lot of the time you look at ads and you get overwhelmed and say, oh my gosh, I can't handle all these ads. So that's how I felt when I first started, right? People go, I started seeing Facebook ads like, I don't get it. I'm not a marketer. I don't understand. I don't get it. Right? It's too much. I don't do graphic design. I can be able to make it. It's driving me nuts. So what do I do now? Right? I started by testing. Eventually, I got over it. Right? I watched enough content. Enough folks that said ads are the way to go. Ads are the way to go. And so I made sure that I hopped in. I started testing. And so since then, I'm still testing and growing with it. It's a process. So I suggest that you leverage your time. Ads are a great way to do it. And it's just a test. Okay? And by the way, if y'all are thinking why my walls are so white, it's because again this is the backdrop of my videos, and so it's easy to graphically put up things on a white wall. Eventually, I'm going to get a decal on here that's going to be the logo. It'll be nice. It'll be cool. It'll be festive. I also have a white screen, a green screen. I don't really break those out as much. This white wall typically does it for me in terms of me being able to put up things. I actually change the angle for the most part. And so so where I'm sitting right now, I know I'm getting off track, but I want to entertain you. But what you're seeing right now is actually this angle is the angle I typically use. The camera will be sitting around here, pointing this way. Right? I know, random. I apologize. Let me get back on focus because time is moving. On to point number 5. Point number 5. Last and final point of the 5 strategies to leverage time and grow your audience is to use software. Just use software. Software is one possible thing. Now, I know you're thinking, okay, there's lots of software. No, now you're just going to go with one. So there's a few things I'm going to suggest. First off, there's the software point when you're talking about how you set up your website. Making sure that things are easily shareable. Make sure that things are linked to your social media sites. Make sure that your content is being auto-posted. Using platforms like Buffer, like Hootsuite, that allow you to manage your social media in one place, Infusionsoft, all those things allow you to manage your social media in one place. Essentially, that saves you time. It allows you to leverage your effort. Okay? You don't have to go all over the place to manage things. It saves you time and effort. It saves you a lot of time and effort. And so that's kind of the one thing. So it's the setup is one, and then there's social media leverage as two. Now, I want to paint a picture for you. Paint a picture. Take a deep breath. Close your eyes. I know I'm all over the place. Paint a picture. It's there. Paint it. What if there was software that, instead of you doing all the hard work to have somebody become a cheerleader for you, what if there was software where you can create incentives for people that subscribe to essentially become cheerleaders? If the software took care of it for you. Wouldn't that be cool? Now, I want you to think about it. Again, hope you have your pens and pencils, that you have your notes up. What would you do with software? What incentive would you create for your audience if you had software that made them cheerleaders? Would it be a challenge? Maybe it's an upgrade for one of your products. Maybe it's a free course, a free book, free ebook, free audio book, free audio course, free video course. What type of content, what kind of incentive would you give your audience if you can do it on autopilot? And if they come in, subscribe to you, and then from there, they will get an incentive to share. Think about it. If you had 100 subscribers, 100 people subscribe to you, and then you incentivize those 100 people. Let's say you get more than 100 people, but only 100 people are really receptive, right? Let's say just 100 people. Those 100 people get maybe 10 people each. 10 people each to come and check out your offer. So if you take 110, you're looking at 1,000 more people that could possibly, potentially sign up for your stuff. And I'm talking about 10 people that actually are interested in what your audience just shared. I'm not talking about the fact that most people have over 100 friends, thousands of followers, right? I'm saying that at least 10 of those people, I know, don't know my fingers, right? At least 10 of those people are actually dialing in, sharing, seeing what you get, and signing up, and also joining your audience. Imagine that. Imagine the possibility. What incentive would you create? I want you to write it down now. Share it in the box. If you're over on the broadcast page, if you're on YouTube, put it in the comments or the chat. What would the incentive be? Now, if you thought of that, or you thought of that big incentive, what does it take to put it in place? And if there's softwares out there, you can go and try to find software, or you can go and do research and see what works, what doesn't work, see how things interact and actually fit into your business. That's one way to do it. Okay. Or you can get in touch with me. Right? I'm going to do you something. I want to help you figure out how you can turn some of the subscribers, some of your audience into cheerleaders, into evangelists. I want you to leverage them into helping you grow your audience. I want you to automate it so there's less time. So let's get in touch. I want you to do me a favor. Okay? I invite you to have a conversation with me. If it's for you, again, I want to speak to people about shaping the world through business. So if that's not you, then that's fine. We don't have to have that conversation. I want to speak to those who have a desire, a deep desire to change the world through business. And growing your audience is part of that. So get in touch. I want you to text this number, 240-206-6362. 240-206-6362. Text the word bird, BIRD, to 240-206-6362. Include your first name, your last name, a phone number, I know you're texting, and an email. First name, last name, great phone number, great email address. So that way I can reach out to you. And also, you may get some extra goodies when you send that information in. So reach out. We'll be in touch. I appreciate the time. Again, these are the 5 strategies to help you leverage your time and grow your audience. If you really want to automate that, really want to save your time and leverage your effort, then get in touch. Get a text number 240-206-6362. Text the word bird, and we can have our own one-on-one power session to figure out how that will work. So let's have that discussion. I thank you all for spending the time here. I want you to make sure that you treat each day as a building block to a better future. Peace, y'all.